Hello and welcome back to another edition of Michelle McKay Yoga. Hopefully this week will be better than last week. Last week was a little bit of a fiasco with that whole birthday edition, but as we know better, we'll try to do better. Today I thought we'd work on a little bit of abs and work towards moving towards Warrior 3. So Warrior 3, believe it or not, requires a lot of abdominal strength because you're balancing on one leg and you have to really engage the muscles of the core to sustain that position. And so we're going to start laying on our backs and we're going to create that warrior shape, warrior 3 shape, laying on our backs to prepare us to do it standing up, right? So join me. If you have a couple of blocks and a strap, great. If you have nothing, that's fine too. I'm going to show you ways that you can do it at the wall, even if you have a chair, or maybe even just using the corner of your bed, okay? Join me laying on our backs. So Warrior 3 essentially looks like this. You'll be balancing on one leg, arms could reach forward, your hands could be at prayer, right? Or your arms could be by your side. So let's create that Warrior 3 shape, but also include abdominal work. So stay here, inhale, and then exhale, we'll just switch the legs so that we're balancing out, right? So here we go. Warrior 3 with the arms extended, hands at heart center. And it also does require the openness of the hamstring. So you have to recruit the abdominal muscles, inner thigh, and the adductors, right? So we got to lift from the inner thigh to get that leg to come up. We got to hug the adductors in so that we don't externally rotate the legs in the leg sockets. So there's a lot going on. Take an inhale here. And then when you exhale, draw your right knee in towards you. Take an inhale. And then exhale, extend the right leg up to the ceiling. Now, if you get there and it's too difficult to keep the right leg straight, you can keep the knee bent or you can take a tabletop shape. Reach your arms up to the ceiling, inhale. And then as you exhale, you draw up, right? So that right leg, maybe you have to bend it, doesn't stay all the way straight, but see if you can flex both of your feet. Reach your fingertips towards your outer hips, or you can think of reaching your fingertips towards the front edge of your mat. Stay here, inhale. Maybe you crunch up a little bit higher. Then as you exhale, the arms go up and the leg lowers down. And then draw your left knee in towards you. Take an inhale and then exhale, crunch up. So same thing. Maybe the leg doesn't go all the way straight. Maybe you have to keep the knee bent. Either way, you're going to work to do your best. Stay here, inhale. Then exhale, lower. And then same thing, but just a little bit quicker. Inhale. Exhale, right leg lifts. You lift your chest, you reach your arms forward. And then lower. Take an inhale. Exhale, crunch up, left side. Then to lower. Inhale here. Exhale, crunch up right. Then you lower. Inhale here. Exhale, crunch up left. Then you lower, pause. Now draw your right knee in towards you. Reach your arms up to the ceiling, take an inhale. And then exhale, see if you can lift the torso up. Pause here. And then see if you can lift your left leg up. Stay with the right knee bent, or see if you can extend the right leg to the ceiling so both legs are straight. So you're drawing your abdominals in. Remember the shape of the leg. This is going to be your Warrior 3 legs. Then you reach your arms overhead. Ideally, your arms would frame your head and your neck. Stay here, inhale. Then when you exhale, draw both knees in towards you. Let your head release down. If you feel like that's too much tension in the neck, keep your head down, right? Extend your right leg forward and straight. Draw your left knee in, and then exhale, crunch up. Stay here, or see if you can float that right leg up. Stay with your left knee bent, or see if you can straighten that left leg. Kind of scissor those inner thighs towards each other. Keep the belly drawing in, then reach the arms overhead. Stay here, inhale. Then exhale, draw everything in. Release the head down, and you can move the head from side to side. So if ever at any point it's too much weight bearing for your neck, bring your head down, right? Eventually you'll develop those muscles, but in the beginning, you start and you work gradually to go, well, I hate to use the term more advanced, but go to the next level. Okay, reach both legs up to the ceiling. Take your arms up to the ceiling. Inhale. And then exhale, as you reach up, reach your fingertips forward. And then inhale, any amount, lower the legs. Exhale, lift up. Can you use your hands to support your head? Absolutely. Inhale, lower the legs. Exhale, catch back up. Inhale, lower. Maybe it's just an inch. Exhale, back up. Inhale, lower. It's a pointed foot or a flex foot. That's totally up to you. And lift. Lower the legs. Bring them back up. So you could do an inhale. then an exhale, or maybe you do an exhale and an inhale. So play with the breath. Make sure you're engaging the muscles of your core. Do this 4 more times. Inhale, exhale. Again, so you could reverse the breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, hold, reach your arms forward. Take an inhale here. And then exhale. See if you can lift up to bow pose, Navasana. If you're someone who does Pilates, you would say this is teaser. Take an inhale. And then exhale, draw your knees into your chest and come into a seated twist. So if you can, both knees will be bent. I'm going to cross the right ankle just over the left outer knee. Right arm's going to reach behind you, left arm reaches up. Inhale to grow tall or inhale to prepare. And then exhale, twist towards your right side. So think of drawing your abdomen, your navel, towards your right outer hip. Your right hand can serve like a kickstand, moving more towards your left side. As you inhale, you reach the crown of your head up. As you exhale, you turn. And the last thing is the head turning over to look over the right shoulder. Stay here, inhale. And then exhale, unwind. I'm just going to spin around so that you can see better. Now you're going to cross your right, it's your left outer ankle to your right outer knee. Left arm behind you, right arm up to the ceiling. Inhale. And then exhale, twist and turn, looking over your left shoulder. Make sure the big toe mound of your left foot stays down. The tendency is the foot's going to roll to one side, but you actively press that foot down, or the big toe down. Take an inhale, and then exhale, unwind, and find your way to all fours. So you're in your hands and your knees. We'll do some cat-cow, and then some more abs from this position. Shoulders directly over the creases of your wrists, hips over your knees, lower legs parallel with one another. As you inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. Your gaze could go forward. And then exhale, round your spine. Imagine your upper back could touch the ceiling. Inhale, heart forward. And notice that the neck and the lower back have the same curve. Exhale, round the spine, allowing the head to hang. Inhale, heart forward, gaze forward. Exhale, round. And then one more time. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, round, pause. Bringing the back to a neutral position, bring your knees and lower legs closer together. And then reach your right leg backwards, reach your left leg backwards, right arm forward. And then as you lift that left leg up, think of lifting from the inner thigh. Remember, we have to recruit those muscles for our Warrior 3. And now your right arm, it lines up with your ear. For the full expression of Warrior 3, the ear and the upper arm bones, they line up with one another. Stay here, inhale. Exhale, lower. So just notice that even in this position, it's difficult to recruit the abdominal muscles. Reach your right leg backwards, left arm forward. I'm pointing my left thumb up, and my left upper arm is in line with my ear and my neck. As I lift my right leg up from the inner right thigh, I'm actually firming that right butt cheek as well. Flex foot or a pointed foot. Mine happens to be flex. Stay here, inhale. And then exhale, lower. We're going to do the same thing, just a little bit quicker. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale to lower. One more each side, then I'm changing it. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, lower, pause. If you're feeling it in the wrist, you could give your wrists a break by turning your fingertips towards your knees. You could also do that same work on your forearms. So now I'm going to change it. It's still alternating the limbs, but now I'm going to draw the limbs away and then together. So the inhale will be right arm and left leg away. Exhale, draw it in. We'll do 5. Inhale away. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale away. Exhale, draw it in. 2 more on this side. Inhale away. Exhale. Everything draws in. Last one. Inhale away. Exhale. Bring the elbow and the knee a little bit closer together. And then softly wrist it down. Okay. Now, second side, left arm, right leg. That's your inhale, your starting point. And then exhale, elbow and knee. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, draw it in. You have 2 more. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, draw it in. I think this is the last one. Inhale away. Exhale, draw in the pause. Release the hand and knee down. And then find your way to child's pose. Turn your palms to face up. So if at any point when you're moving through these postures, if there's an injury or a condition that you're not able to do it, hopefully I'll give you modifications. Or you could, send me a message in the chat and I can tell you what you could do to modify. Okay? And there goes Cooper with the flowers. Okay, now we're going to come into downward dog. Extend the arms forward and straight. So from your child's pose, make it an active child's pose. The forearms lift, the elbows lift, the upper arms lift. Fingers spread wide. And then as you inhale, shift your weight forward. As you exhale, curl your toes under, lift the legs to straight, downward dog. And then again, if there's any sort of ritual that you do in your downward dog, feel free to take it here. If you have tighter shoulders, usually taking the hands wider apart or even holding onto the outside edges of the mat makes a difference. If the backs of the legs are tight, your hamstrings, putting a little bend in the knee, it makes a difference. But eventually you're going to want to have straight arms, straight legs, and the inner and outer heels lengthening down to the ground. So then we'll do the warrior three legs from here. So join your feet together, inhale, and then as you exhale, reach your right heel backwards. So you're trying to create that warrior three in your legs once again. Draw the navel in, so recruit those belly muscles that you use when we were laying on our back and from the all fours position. Then when you exhale, bring your right foot down to meet the left. Inhale, reach that left leg back. So notice when you lift your leg, you're not turning it out. You're lifting it from the inner lining of that leg, right? In this case, it's the inner lining of my left leg. And then exhale, lower. We'll just do that one more time. Inhale, right leg lift. See if you can move your heart a little bit towards your left leg. Exhale, lower. And then inhale, lift your left leg. Heart towards right. Exhale, lower. Keep your belly engaged. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. So now you're in a forward fold at the back edge of your mat. If your hands don't reach the floor, grab a couple of blocks or books to bring the floor closer to you. And then you'll work towards straightening your legs. As you inhale, lengthen your heart forward. As you exhale, bow and fold. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen forward. Now, as you lengthen forward, try to keep your hips over your knees over your ankles. Exhale, bow. And then again, inhale, lengthen. Think from your pubic bone out to the crown of the head. It's trying to touch the space that's in front of it. And then exhale, lower. Bring your hands to your outer hips. Draw your belly in. And inhale, come up to stand up. Exhale, release your arms to your sides. Place your blocks to one side. And then grab a block. I have 3 blocks. You certainly don't have to have 3, but I have them, so I'm going to use them. Place one block at the inner thighs. Pardon me as I adjust my clothing. Wardrobe malfunctions on a regular basis. Okay, so I have that block at my inner thighs. And this is to remind me that I'm going to have to recruit my inner thighs when I do my warrior three. I'm going to have to lift from the inner thighs to do my warrior three. So my arms are going to raise. It's going to come out of the frame, but you get the general idea. As I raise my arms, I'm also going to raise my heels. So press down evenly through the 4 corners of each foot for the moment. And now inhale, as you float the arms up, reach the heels up. Now as you reach the heels up, now you're only going to be on the 2 corners of each foot. And then exhale, resist the arms down as you bring the heels down. See if you can bring the arms down and the heels down simultaneously. Externally rotate your arms in the arm sockets. And inhale, float the arms, raise up to the balls of your feet. Notice if all the weight's going to the big toe side or if all the weight going to the pinky toe side. And then exhale, resist the arms, resist the heels. Really mindfully move. 2 more like that. Inhale, stretch and reach the arms up. Exhale, stretch and reach the arms and the heels down. This last one, we're going to stay just a little bit longer. As you inhale, float the arms up, raise your heels up. Think of zipping up the inner thighs. Now relax your shoulders down towards your waist. Draw the navel in. Stay here. Inhale. Maybe you reach up a little bit taller. Notice my head is coming out of the frame. And then exhale, release the arms down. Release the heels down. Do that in conjunction with one another. Now place that block to one side. It's getting a little bit crowded here. And then come to the front edge of your mat. Find your Tadasana. So that might be you're standing with your feet together. Could be feet hip socket distance apart. It could be big toes touching, heels slightly apart. So you're finding a position that you can stand tall. Even though you don't have the block at the inner thighs, zip the inner thighs up. Lift the heart and chest up. Roll your shoulders back and down. Chin level with the ground, crown of the head reaching up to the ceiling. As you inhale, bend your knees, reach your arms up, coming into chair pose, Utkatasana. We're going to try and have these arms for our warrior three. And then exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. As you inhale, lengthen your heart and chest forward. Now when you exhale, step your left foot back to a lunge. Bring your hands to your outer hips and lift your heart, lift your chest up. Draw the right hip back, left hip forward. So we're starting with the balance in a lunge to help us with our balance in Virabhadrasana 3. Now as you inhale, reach the arms up to the ceiling. See if you can get your arms to frame your head and your neck, right? Which is eventually the full expression of Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. Stay here, inhale. Now exhale, bring your hands to frame your front foot and step back to plank, and we'll hold it. Shoulders over the creases of your wrists. Your lower back lengthening towards your feet. Keep the chest really open. Spread your collarbones wide apart. And then slide your shoulder blades towards your outer hips. Keep drawing the navel in and up towards the spine. Lift the inner thighs, but lengthen your lower back towards your heels. Take an inhale here. And then exhale super slow. Draw back to down dog. So if you're going slowly and mindfully, you might feel a little shake or a quiver as you transition from plank to down dog, which is good because you're recruiting your abdominal muscles. Take an inhale here. Now when you exhale, bring your left foot forward, close to your left thumb, and then bring your right foot forward to meet the left. Take an inhale to lengthen your chest forward. Exhale, fold back down. Now really root down through your feet. If your hands aren't flat, you can use your blocks. As you inhale, stretch and reach your arms up. And then exhale back to center. Your center could be hands at heart or arms by your sides. As you inhale, bend your knees, reach your arms up, returning to chair pose, Utkatasana. As you exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward. Now when you exhale, step your right foot back to a lunge. Keep your left knee over your left ankle. Bring your hands to your outer hips and lift your torso to upright. I didn't say this on the first side. However, you could put a little micro bend in your back knee and then squeeze that right butt cheek to straighten that leg, right? Draw your navel in, roll your shoulders back and down, and then inhale, reach the arms up to the ceiling, crescent lunge, side two. Keep externally rotating the arms and the arm sockets, and can you bend the left knee so the left thigh is parallel to the floor? Stay here, inhale, and then exhale, the hands come down. We're gonna step back to plank and fold it. Shoulders right above the creases of your wrists. Try to reach your chest plate a little bit more forward. Breathe into the space that's in between your shoulder blades. So you don't want your shoulder blades sticking out. You want them to be flush on your back body, on your ribs. Keep drawing the navel in and away. In and up, like you're trying to draw your abdominals away from your shirt. Lengthen your lower back towards your heels. And as you push through the heels, can you also stretch the crown of the head forward? Do those two things that are in opposition to create some balance. And then exhale super slow. Draw back to downward dog. Maybe you have that quiver or shake as you come back to your downward dog position. Take an inhale here. Now this time when you exhale, bring the right foot forward, then the left foot forward. Take an inhale to lengthen your chest forward. Take an exhale to bow and fold. Press down into your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up. And then exhale back to center. Now adding on to that, now we'll do warrior one. So the crescent, the warrior one, really is going to set you up well for Virabhadrasana 3. Bend your knees, reach your arms up to your pose. So notice if you can get a little bit lower in your chair. You should be because you're warmer. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward. When you exhale, step your left foot way back, but spin that left heel in and down so your left foot is completely flat to the ground. Keep your feet separated the width of your hips. Bring your hands to your outer hips and lift your chest to upright. Think about getting your right thigh parallel to the ground. Outer hips firmly towards each other, and that right inner thigh is trying to reach back to the space that's behind it. Reach your arms out in front of you, and then inhale, float the arms up. Now you're in Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. Slide your shoulder blades down towards your waist, lift up, maybe your palms touch, and then exhale, hands frame your front foot. Step back to plank, hold. Lots of planks, because planks really work your core. Stay here, inhale, and then exhale, super slow, down dog. Reconnect with your breath. You can have your feet together or separated, but now instead of walking the feet forward, we're going to spring the feet forward, real light. You can't even hear a sound. And notice I have flowers there. If I'm heavy, I could easily knock over those flowers, right? Take an inhale here, and then exhale, bring your feet forward. Lift your heart, inhale. Fold back down, exhale. Press down into your feet. Inhale, reach up, look up, and then exhale back to center. Now Warrior One on the second side. Inhale, bend your knees, reach your arms up, Utkatasana, chair, and then exhale, fold, really mighty or fierce pose. And then exhale, step your right foot back, spin the right heel in and down, seal the little toe side of your right foot down, bring your hands to your outer hips and lift your chest to upright. Left hip is back, right hip is forward, and inhale as you come into Warrior One, second side. Keep externally rotating the arms and the arm sockets, lift the heart, lift the chest, lift the gaze. If your shoulders will allow it, you bring your palms together, as long as the shoulders are not shrugging. And then exhale, hands frame your front foot, step back to plank, pause, and hold. Feel how powerful plank is and how much it's working your entire body. Take an inhale here, and then exhale even slower than before. You can hear the quiver in my voice. Pull back to down dog. So each pose, I'm really trying to keep my abdominals engaged because I know that's going to really help me with my Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. Feet together or hip socket distance apart. Super light without a sound. With an exhale, bring your feet forward. Lift your heart, inhale. Fold back down, exhale. Press down into your feet, inhale, stand up, reach up, look up. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Okay, so I'm going to show you. It's kind of like a curtsy that we're going to go into. I came out of the frame, but hopefully you'll get it. And I'll turn sides when we do the different legs. But it's going to be like a curtsy to help us to lift to Warrior 3, right? So the leg kind of goes off to one side. I'll explain it better, but I want you to see it. And then it's going to be like a curtsy to come into Warrior 3. Okay, so as you inhale, bend your knees, reach your arms up, Utkatasana. Please, Michelle, no more chair pose. I agree. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift your chest up. And then exhale, step or jump your feet back. Either step to plank or jump to chaturanga. It's a little bit of a sun salute, eh? Inhale, you could take cobra or up dog. And then exhale to down dog. When you inhale, reach your right heel backwards. As you exhale, draw your knee to your nose, more abs. Inhale, leg back and up to the ceiling. Exhale, right knee, right arm. Inhale, leg back and up to the ceiling. Exhale, right knee, left arm. Inhale, back and up to the ceiling. We're just going to repeat. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg to the ceiling. Exhale, right knee, right arm. Inhale, back to the ceiling. Exhale, right knee, left arm. Inhale, back to the ceiling, pause. You can lift that hip higher. You can point or flex the foot. So this is going to be the opposite of what we do for Warrior 3. What you want to do for Warrior 3 is right knee, right thigh, right shin faces the floor. Now come forward to a one-legged plank. As you exhale, without moving your upper body, draw your right knee in. Place your right foot forward. And then come up to your fingertips or use your blocks. Back heel is high. As you inhale, reach the arms up. Crescent lunge. Now when you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And you're going to take your left leg and move it more towards the right side of your mat. It's a skater, it's a curtsy. Now, hug your outer hips in. Try to squeeze your inner thighs towards one another, and then lean your chest forward. Keep this hugging in of the outer hips. Recruit the inner thighs, draw the belly in, and then slow motion. Start to take that weight to your right leg and float your left leg. Moving towards warrior three. And then come back to that like curtsy skater. Inhale the arms up. And then exhale, hands come down, back to a lunge, hold your plank position. And then you can take a vinyasa from here or lift the hips up and back, down dog. I'll switch sides so you can have a better view. For side two, from down dog, your feet can be together or separated. Inhale, reach your left heel backwards. As you exhale, draw your knee to your nose. Inhale, leg backing up to the ceiling. And then exhale, left knee, left arm. Inhale, backing up to the ceiling. Exhale, left knee, right arm. Inhale, backing up to the ceiling. We're going to repeat more abs. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, backing up to the ceiling. Exhale, left knee, left arm. Inhale, backing up to the ceiling. Exhale, left knee, right arm. Inhale, backing up to the ceiling, hold. So now you're opening up the hip, which is the absolute opposite of what you're going to do for warrior three. Now close the hip. This is what you'll do for warrior three. And then you exhale, draw your knee to your, one-legged plank. And then draw your knee in towards you. Left foot all the way up. Inhale, crescent lunge. Now when you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. You're going to scoot your right foot more towards the left side of your mat. Right? So it's like a curtsy or a skate. Lean your torso over the top of your left thigh. Squeeze your inner thighs. And then slowly transfer the weight onto the left leg as you move towards warrior three. This is my stronger side. Come back to that curtsy or that skater. And then bring your hands, frame your foot. Hold plank, pause. A vinyasa or straight back to down dog. Take a few breaths here. And then walk your hands back to meet your feet. You're in a forward fold at the back edge of your mat. Bring your hands to your outer hips. Pull your belly in. Inhale, come up to stand. Exhale, release the hands. So now we'll approach it from tree pose, right? So stand at the front of your mat or in the middle of your mat. Have all of your 10 toes pointing forward. And then draw your right knee in towards you. See if you can get the right sole of foot to the left inner thigh. So have the heart and the chest face forward. Hands to heart. As you inhale, draw the knee forward. As you exhale, reach it back, approaching warrior three. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, foot down, hands down. Right, so before it was from down dog and crescent lunge skater, now it's from tree pose. Have all 10 toes pointing forward. And then see if you can take that left sole of foot high to your right inner thigh. If you're at a wall space, you can let your hand rest on the wall to guide that foot there. Each side is different, each day is different. And then draw your left knee forward and then slowly approach warrior three. Draw your knee in towards you. Place the foot down, hands down. Take your feet wide apart. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. Exhale, hinge from your hips, fold forward. So this is just a little palate cleanser before we try it one more time. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. Exhale to fold. Hands about shoulder width. Your feet about the width of your leg or leg's length distance apart. The head hanging, drifting towards the mat. Bring your hands to your outer hips. Pull your belly in. Inhale, come up to stand up. Exhale, release your arms. Step or jump your feet together. Last round, this one includes hand to big toe, where you could use a strap, a towel, a belt. I think I'm going to use this towel. Similar to tree, but different. Draw your right knee in towards you. See if you can hold onto your right foot with whatever you have, and then extend that right leg forward and straight. Keep extending out through the heel, then let go of whatever you've got. Reach your arms up. This looks just like how we started class. And then let those thighs scissor with one another as you approach Warrior 3. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Did you like that sidewinder? I lost my balance. Okay, last round. Very difficult pose, my weaker side, but we'll see how it goes. Draw the left knee in towards you. Hold onto your left foot. Extend that left leg forward and straight. Try to stand up really tall. Then let go of whatever you've got. Reach the arms up. Scissor the inner thighs. And start to approach Warrior 3. Keep recruiting those belly muscles. Keep trying to keep those arms, relatively close to your ear. Extend that leg backwards. Maybe hold onto the wall for dear life, as I am. And then inhale, come back up. Exhale, release it down. Move your equipment to one side. And then we'll take one sun salute to bring it down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, plant your palms, take your feet back and lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. And then lower your knees. You can have a seat. You can rest in child's pose. So abdominals and approaching Warrior 3 from like a lunge, from tree pose, from hand to big toe pose, right? Very intense to do that posture. Very difficult posture for me, for sure. So we work on it. That's why it's a yoga practice, Remember the abdominal work, from cat-cow, from laying on our backs, from knee to nose, and for planks. All serving you very, very well to approach that very difficult standing pose. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it made sense. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. And again, you can always put in the chat requests for future videos. Don't forget to subscribe and you'll get notifications of when I go live. And thank you for being a part of the Michelle McKay Yoga, with or without the malfunctions of the wardrobes, debacles from time to time. Anyway, all working this out. In the meantime, peace out, yogis, and ciao for now.